Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. Don't forget to think. Hey, today I'm going to go over something real quick that some people have some problems with. So, right here we've got us a late model Dana 70. And right here we've got us a late model 60. That's what we've got here. So, the plates in our kit, the mounting design is quite unique. And allows that same design to be used on both. It's geometrically correct. If you flip these over, it changes. I've got a whole video on that. So, first of all, you got to verify that your plates fit. I'll show you something. They all use a 3-bolt system with a pedestal or a spacer. First thing I do, these need to be really snug. They're laser cut, but things are different in the real world. These bolts fit in real snug. This is for another 60 plate. Those bolts right there, they're snug and they won't seem to go in. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to send that shit back to the Ram Man. Please don't do that. We're assuming that the person that buys a rear disc brake kit, since they didn't come with a rear disc brake kit, and when you change from the factory, you got the big C word. That's right, that damn C word. Custom. And what custom means is you might have to change just a little bit depending on your application. Now, going into a rear disc brake conversion, we're assuming that the people kind of know what they're doing and tackling it. They've seen devices such as this for added clearance on the casting. Maybe this type of sanding device. Maybe even owned or seen a carbide cutter. Make quick work of that. Zip, zip, zip. Total time invested somewhere between 30 seconds and 120. If it's difficult, maybe even seen something like this for, I don't know, clearance slots right here just to take off 20 thousandths because plates are different and castings are different and lasers are different and these are supposed to fit snug. Now after you get done with the bolt up and you know that's going to work and prove it to yourself, you really ought to prove that your brackets fit. Now how do you do that? Well, you take your new caliper out and you check your pins. Let's check our pins. Make sure our spacers are all the way down. The plate must bolt down flat. It must thread down flat on the ears right here. And you need to do them at the same time because these ways right here, they're for a purpose. Those are machine ways. This is a casting. These are machined. This is laser cut. It's laser cut by different people, different setups and different lasers. There may be some variation here, but it shouldn't be that much. I mean, I think I've got it pegged at about 5/380. There should be just a little bit of play on each side. There should be just a little bit of play on each side. Take your cool little pins, but what you really need to do is, I tell people, do this so you can prove it to yourself. Go on and prove it to yourself before you mount it all up. So when you do have some problems on your alignment or whatever, you can go, well, no, I checked that shit. I know that shit fits. Make sure you get them started straight. Make sure you line your pins up. You may have to take your thumb. These are bushed in rubber. Okay, so there you go. The caliper is now mounted on the plate correctly. If the plate mounts down on the caliper like that, you's good to go. You's good to go. Once again, I'm going to remind people, these are castings. These are machined ways here. There can be, if you don't think that there's 10, 20, 30, 40 thousandths difference here, there, and yonder, you ain't living in reality. You really not. And then we're talking about the laser cut plates. And they're designed to fit pretty snug with a little bit of clearance. So, if you run into some trouble, we are assuming that you have the capability that you might be able to do this. I'm just playing around, and that's what I've done already. Or you might know how to use this. If for some reason you needed a little bit of clearance or something like this, you can see might make quick work of that. We're back to the damn C word. The C word always comes up in my household. That, anyway, custom. So that's what we're assuming. We're assuming that folks that want to tackle a rear disc brake kit might be able to overcome some of the things that I just described. And that they might be able to just bolt it on up and prove to themselves that it fits. And with that, God bless you, God bless America, and happy trucking.